Hello, so tonight we're going to talk about the different kinds of obligations. Before we proceed, not all obligations are created equal, no? Some requires delivery of a specific thing, some requires a delivery of just anything. This small difference can make or break a case in court. Let's start with the basic classification of obligations, no? In terms of subject matter, there are two classifications of an obligation. We have the real obligation and personal obligation. When we say real obligation, kung babalikan mo yung definition natin ng obligation before, no? Which is juridical necessity to give, to do, or not to do. Real obligation pertains to your obligation to give. It means that the debtor or the obligor is obliged to deliver either a specific thing or a generic thing, no? This leads us to another classification or another kind of an obligation, no? Which is obligation to give a determinate thing or specific thing, or obligation to give a generic thing, no? Or an indeterminate thing. So what's the difference between the both? Obligation to deliver a determinate or specific thing pertains to delivery of a specific thing talaga. So an example would be, you promise to deliver a Toyota Wigo color black with plate number, no? That is a specific thing. Why? Because wala naman ng ibang Toyota Wigo na black na ganyan ng plate number. So, it only pertains to a specific thing. Now, when we try to define obligation as to the generic thing, it means that you promise to deliver any iPhone or any Samsung phone. So, it means that you can just give an S23, S22, or any Samsung or any type of iPhone. So, what is the relevance of that? Of the difference between specific and a generic thing in terms of obligation, no? The difference is with regards to its extinguishment. So when we say that the obligation or the real obligation pertains to a specific obligation or a determinate thing, no? Once that thing extinguishes, no? Either mawala, ma-destroy, no? It also means that the obligation in itself is also extinguished. Mawawala na rin yung obligation kasi wala na yung specific na thing, no? But if the obligation pertains to a generic or indeterminate thing, okay? Kahit pa mawala, let's say for example, obligation or promise to deliver or an iPhone, no? Kahit pa masunog yung iPhone 10, 11, 12, 13 mo, meron pa namang iPhone 14, may iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, iPhone 16, no? So, it does not mean na kapag nawala, na-destroy yung generic thing, no? Because it means it's generic, no? Any. It can be substituted. Ayun, so I found the right term, no? It may be substituted, no? You can still fulfill the obligation. It is not deemed extinguished. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the second classification, which is your personal obligation. Now, when we say personal obligation, from the term itself, personal, no? It means it is you, the debtor or the obligor, no, that can fulfill the obligation. No? Meaning, if the real obligation pertains to your obligation to give, your personal obligation will pertain now to your obligation not to do or obligation to do, no? To do or not to do. Now, further classifying that, no, yung personal obligation, meron tayong positive na personal obligation, meron din tayong negative na personal obligation. What's the difference? Positive is your obligation to do. no? Obligation to perform. Let's say, for example, no, your contractor agrees to renovate your house. That is an obligation to do. It is only your contractor that can fulfill it, no? Yung negative naman, negative personal obligation, obligation not to do, no? Meaning the debtor or the obligor agrees not to do something. Let's say, for example, non-disclosure clauses or non-disclosure agreements, no? The obligor or the party agrees not to disclose, okay, any relevant information, no? So that is your negative personal obligation. Meron pa tayong ibang kinds ng obligation. Meron tayong unilateral, meron tayong bilateral. So when we say that an obligation is unilateral, no, it means that only one party is obliged to do something, not to do something, or to give something, no? Only one party is bound. Yun yung unilateral, no? An example of a unilateral obligation would be donation. Okay. Only one party is bound to deliver a property in favor of another person. Or, a better example is, in terms of utang, no? It is only the debtor or yung may utang ang may obligation. Obligation to pay the utang. Okay? Now, sa bilateral naman, no, two parties have obligation towards each other. No? An example of that would be in a contract of sale. In a contract of sale, no, the seller is bound to deliver, no, the property sold. Okay, and the buyer is bound to pay the property bought. No, so yun yung unilateral and bilateral obligations. So that's it. Thank you.